Hi everyone, welcome back to the cottage. I'm so glad you're here joining me today because I'm going to take on a fun little DIY project involving this chair that I think will be fun for you to watch. I picked up this chair off of Facebook Marketplace probably about 6 years ago, and I don't remember exactly how much I paid for it, but I think it was around $20. And the thing that really drew me to it was its unique shape. It had the circle motif in the back, and it just seemed to be kind of a unique piece. Now, I'm not one that really looks into the age of different things or the antiqueness about things. I don't care so much about sticking to a specific period of pieces, but I do look for things that are interesting to me. And those are the things that I like to bring into my home and fill my spaces with. And so this was one that caught my eye. So when I brought the chair home, I found that it was quite a sturdy piece, which is good because sometimes on Facebook Marketplace you don't get a real good sense of the quality of the item. This chair is very, very sturdy and solid. However, the upholstery on the seat is quite bad. It sort of has a rainbow motif of squares, and there's quite a bit of wear on the front of the chair itself. Now, like I said, I've had this chair for 6 years, and I knew from the beginning that I wanted to recover it, but it just has never become a priority. The chair has never been in a highly trafficked area of our home. It's been like in bedrooms, maybe in kid rooms or offices throughout our years that we've had it. But now at the cottage, I have placed it in the living room to see if I like it here, and I think this is an area where I will be keeping it, and so I kind of want to give the chair a bit of an upgrade. Eventually, I may get around to sanding the entire frame of the chair and getting it down to bare wood and maybe sealing it so that it kind of has a natural look to it, but I'm not going to work at that right now. I'm just going to work on getting the seat cushion neutral so that it can go with all different types of decor in this space. I have a white textured fabric that I'm going to be using as the seat cushion fabric, and this is actually a bedspread that I had previously used on my girls' beds in their rooms, and now that they have their larger beds, they don't fit there anymore. So this is kind of upcycling that fabric to use in a new way. I'm not a complete beginner when it comes to upholstery. I have in the past reupholstered a couple of chairs, large cushion chairs, and those have since been sold, and it's been quite a few years since I've done any work with that. But that project was a lot more complicated than I think this project will be, so I guess we'll see if I still have the skills. All right, let's jump in and see how the project goes here. Okay, so here's the back of it, and it looks to be, like I said, a really solid construction. And I might look up this tag information and just see, see if I can get an idea of the age and things, but that hasn't really been a concern of mine. Well, I'm kind of mad at myself right now because I am pretty sure I got rid of my little upholstery staple remover. So I'm gonna need to try to tackle these with this little screwdriver. And if that doesn't work, then we're just gonna have to pull the fabric off because this part is taking longer than it should. I just don't know if it's worth it. These things are like bolted on here. I think I'm just gonna have to rip the fabric. It's just gonna take me way too long. Okay, well, that was fun and worthless. Now, how to get this part off? Oh my goodness, is this going to require power tools? I might need to get a drill out. These little screws here are, I think, sandwiching this fabric. This is, like I said, this is a solid chair. They really put this thing together. So I need to try to find that type of bit and loosen those forks. I don't think there's any other way to get that fabric off. Seriously, that is really tucked in there. I think because it's really fitted. So see this little notch here? Like it is perfectly fitted in there. How did they get this in here? They have to tell me I don't have to take apart the whole chair. Come on. There we go. There. Thank goodness. Step number 1, finally complete. I am going to give this a quick wash because there's little bits of grime that were kind of trapped, sandwiched in there. So I'm going to wash that off now so that by the time I am done with the seat cushion, it'll be dried and we can put it back together. Okay, that actually came off pretty well. You saw I had to tear off the little plastic covering on this, which kind of revealed a not so great looking cushion. But it's really form fitted to this board, and I'm worried that if I try to replace it, it's not going to be very comfortable. So I am going to sprinkle some like baking soda on here to kind of freshen it up a little bit. And then I'm going to use this fabric piece as a template for the new fabric covering. why. Some of them are going in straight and some of them are going in so crooked. They seem to, even though they're crooked, they seem to be holding the fabric okay, so I'm not gonna worry about it too much, but it's still kind of annoying. Alright, so as you could see, my stapler was giving me a bit of a struggle. I think I might need to replace that here pretty soon, but I did end up getting this on pretty tight. The fabric is quite secure, and also because of the way that the screws will sort of sandwich this cushion onto the chair, I'm not overly worried about it being super tight on the cushion itself. So I'm going to try to squeeze this back on, screw it in, and I should be finished. Well guys, the chair is finished and I'm super happy with the results. Even though it's probably not the final look of this piece, like I said, eventually we might have it sanded down to bare wood and maybe have the seat cushion professionally upholstered. I'm really happy with how it is looking right now. The white fabric really brings out all the details of the chair, and that complements the rest of the items we have in our living room. And our living room is now a nice neutral blank slate that I can use to add different colors and textures and fun items to throughout the seasons to give the space a new look every time I decorate. And I'm really excited about that. And I hope that this little video DIY project inspired you to maybe tackle something at your own house that maybe is bothering you, something that you've been putting off for a while, like this project, which I've been putting off for 6 years. And I think that if you just grab the tools, grab the supplies, and just try it, you might be surprised how easy it actually is. I got this done in a little over an hour, and I've been putting it off for 6 years. So it's worth the effort. Thank you for watching today's video, and I hope you'll stop by the cottage again really soon.